back again with what turned into a part two because this conversation juicy
Nice.
boy.
Going good.
Juicy
Going
boy.
nice.
What? All right,
That's
so
right.
welcome back to the podcast. Can't say this twice. Your wifey's favorite podcast. And we have the
Talking about
beautiful we, we have the beautiful Reese, and we're talking about all kind of things. Relationships, man, woman, friends.
This episode has
friends.
sugar in it.
This thing
Sugar
nice.
in it.
So yes, Reese, you were about to propose another question.
Yes. I was about to talk about men shooting their shot and how they do that, right?
Tricky, but...
I mean, we are talking about DMs.
Mm-hmm.
And I just have to ask, how should a woman reply to a DM when their crush slide in the DM? It's not sliding. Let's not say sliding, because if their crush slide in, that's different. But let's just say reply to something that you posted.
Or your
How you
crush
should
replied
respond.
Like
So how do you reply
Crush.
in a way that you can show that you're
Crush.
interested?
yeah, because
Your crush.
half of the time it's like, bruh, why are you not taking the hint?
because
Come and see the hint, eh? Come and see the hint.
Yo, the hint.
What's
Listen,
CJ, what is it?
You
CJ, what
can't
we
do
said
too
earlier?
much because you don't want to run him away. You can't do much.
Why would you run them up?
Just-
You just
Just
had
be
to go with
yourself.
the flow.
Just be
Listen,
yourself.
Exactly.
Y'all
Be
overthinking it
yourself.
too much, man.
Just say what
of
you
course
want.
you have to be yourself.
Why?
But-
Why you need
But
to
y'all
play the
not-
game?
Yeah,
That's why.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
Why you need to?
Why?
You don't
Think
need
you
to
had to
play the
put up
game.
up front and be like, oh, I need
Because
to
they're
be
trying to make
somebody else to have a
themselves-
conversation. No,
They're trying to make themselves seem, feel, look more
It's more
desirable to the
interesting.
person that they
You don't need
desire.
to.
And
You
then
don't
what
need
you
not
end up
is.
what you end up doing is trying to. I've done that shit too. Like try to play, like not be myself. Probably the worst experiences I've had interacting with women.
because you have to keep
Absolutely
it
the
up.
worst. Not only that, is it almost evident? You could almost tell that this isn't who you are.
Mm.
It never
seems
comes
forced.
across. Yeah, it's always very. It always leaves like a space of like awkwardness, rather than you just being yourself.
Mhm.
You're being yourself. You're good. But when
Like-
you're trying
Too
to
hard.
upsell yourself, it's like
Mhm.
it's like all right, it's okay.
And that
Yeah,
goes
let me
back
take
to
a step back.
that goes back to what led you to have a crush on that guy though, that made you feel that you need to pretend to be something that you're not.
Something else. Yeah.
Right.
Is how did you see that guy? What's in your mind? What's in your mind? How do you envision that guy or his personality? Because I'm guessing you don't actually know him well. You just see
Right.
him on social media. You probably see him around, and you see how you like how he moving. You like how he looking, right? So what about that made you have to think that you
That-
need to pretend? That's
But
questions you have to ask.
that's true, because let me just say, having that girl talk with my friends, it's like sometimes when you see a guy, right, and you're interested in him, you're interested in what you're seeing,
Mhm.
right? It's like you don't know exactly who he is. You just seeing, okay, the way he moving, I like that. The way he dress, okay, I like that. But the moment, listen, this happened to me. The moment you actually start to talk to that person, it's like,
Turn
bro,
off.
what?
What was
Like
I
you
thinking?
instantly don't like that person anymore
What
because
happens?
Exactly.
Do you
that
remember that
I
hookup
did
stage
not
we
see
spoke
you
about?
as that person.
Remember
You
that
know,
hookup stage we spoke
you make up
about?
a whole scenario in your head of who
Yeah.
that person actually is. Like, that person is my type. That person would do this, that person would do that. We will make a perfect couple. But the time that person start talking to you,
Your mind change one time.
big turn
Yeah,
off. That
yes.
happened to me. And I'm not going to, let me give you all the little
It happens a
inside.
lot.
Seeing this person, this is what turned me off in 2.2 seconds. The way that person texts. I'm not even joking. Like,
spelling and grammar and so
Spell check out.
Yeah.
come on.
Horrible.
The littlest thing, it
Horrible.
has certain words that you don't have to put it, like, use abbreviations for, right? And this guy just used everything he says.
I think it's because he a
man.
little afraid of you now. He feels like he may go and
look smart.
Yeah,
look smart.
So try and look smart to talk to you, because your personality is well, I can't look stupid, but
But you know what?
So
you know what's crazy?
proper.
So I have this this friend, younger than me, and there's this girl that he like that I know very well, and he's like, dog, I don't know how to talk to her, even when I'm around her, like. And I'm like, I just realized that, like, women do it, but men does do it probably just as much. Like, you're trying in your mind
Right.
to come up with like a version of yourself that you think they want.
Playing the game.
So you're trying to put on this persona that really isn't who you are. You don't know how that person feel about you at that point, but you're trying to convince them that whoever you think they want is who you are, without knowing what they want, what they like, or how they think about you.
Yep.
So it's just interesting to me that, like, you say it, and it like just dawned on me, like, yo, I know somebody that
but that
outside
goes
of
back.
myself.
That goes back to, you brought up a question from a girl that was talking about being with a guy and then he turns out to be an asshole or stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that goes back to that. Everybody have this thing, and I'm sure she had this thing in her mind about how that guy was.
Yeah.
She'd make up this fantasy line,
fairy tale, man.
a fairy tale that this guy is this way. And when she does get into him and shit hits the fan, then she realized, okay, well, but then she blaming him for not meeting the expectations.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, eh?
Exactly.
When he showed her everything from the jump,
Exactly.
But she's so blinded by it. She's like,
what
she wants.
That happens. That definitely happens. Because females, well, I get, guys talk too, but as friends. But females, when we sit and we talk, and certain times, in certain scenarios, like, you would have friends telling you, like, for example, Reese, how could you not see that? Like, I'm sure, look, this is happening.
Yeah.
Like, and they're telling you constantly, but then you, in your head, you have a no, but you always have a different view on what it is. Until, like, certain, I don't know, maybe it might take some months, it might take 2 weeks, whatever it is. It's like, how did I not see that?
And that's the thing, women could think logically, but when it comes to other people, not to themselves. Because I'm sure if you were the shoe was on the other foot and you were in that position, you'd be able to see it logically and see what she's saying.
I think we put ourselves in that position when we want to. Like, we will say, all right, let me put this, thinking logically, this is how this should happen. But emotionally, this is how I feel about it.
Yeah. And you know, place all the emphasis on how you feel, and
like the emotional part is just
override
the logical part, and just gone logical.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy how this happens.
Nah, he just talking to her.
Exactly.
They friend.
Oh my gosh.
But I think I should say this on the topic of the difference between the sexes and logical and an emotional battle between the two sexes. I think when a couple could find a balance between the strengths of women in the emotional sense and the strengths of the man in the logical sense, and come together and actually know that, okay, we are different, but you are still equal. You are better at these things. I am better at these things. When it comes and when it comes to certain things, you just know that you delegate to the person who is stronger in that role, right? that is what
Right.
true submitting is. And we had one of our Cleveland friends had a
I
problem
just
with
want
us
like
saying,
submitting.
yeah,
Like
with us saying that men want a woman that could submit.
some girls were upset that Brad
Mhm.
mentioned submitting, and they were like, "Oh, all they just want woman to be
submit.
a little slave and thing." And I'm like, no,
That's not what we mean.
we're talking from our
But
How they hear that.
but
I don't know
I have
how
to
they got that.
disagree with them because
it goes both ways though.
yeah,
It
and at the
absolutely has
same
to go both
time,
ways.
That's what I'm saying.
females, we feel comfortable making y'all feel comfortable.
Mhm.
Right.
And it doesn't matter sexually, emotionally, it just makes us feel better
Because you're
knowing.
nurturers.
Right. So
But they're upset that I didn't say males and females, even though I was just speaking from the male point of view. So I had no reason to mention the female point of view.
yeah.
That is
And
what
that's true.
that's what I didn't understand, like why they were upset. We're just saying what we like.
What y'all think? Yeah.
I feel
looking,
society
yeah.
today made it a sore topic for women with all the feminism stuff and things like that, where you're thinking that submitting means that you're just giving the man
You have
power
to-
over you.
Yeah,
He could tell you everything, and
Yeah, you just have to do everything that you want.
Exactly.
It's not absolute.
We're not saying we want a child to listen to us.
Exactly.
Submitting don't mean because I tell you
Do that.
go and do this. You had to go
Yeah.
and do
Just
that.
go and do
No, that's totally different.
Of course,
That
there
is-
are asshole men out there that abuse that and get on like that.
Definitely,
Yeah.
but
We want to
submitting-
denounce them totally.
Submitting,
Is that in our culture? I don't think so, though.
what's that?
So
You know,
I have a next question. And this person really wanted me to ask this question. What about falling for someone that's not your type? So you remember in the
Hold on. Let her finish.
you remember in the last episode, y'all were specifying that okay, Josh said he's more on the face. CJ said he's an ass guy. I can't remember what Josh said. Brad said, but
I didn't say anything.
what if have y'all ever fell for somebody that you never thought about, damn, I didn't like this person from the get-go.
Yeah.
Like that person didn't have no ass. That person is not the type of girl I would go for the way she looks or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm
We got
interested
to
in
know
her.
each other.
Hold on. She said fell for someone like that.
Yeah, that
Not me.
that has happened to me.
Really?
Yeah, that's happened to me.
Yeah, special case, man. I have fallen for a girl that physically isn't my type before.
Yeah.
That's happened before.
Yeah.
Josh,
I'm
no?
a face guy.
I lost my virginity to a girl that had no ass.
I think.
You fell for?
No ass.
Did you fall for?
I was in love
smitten.
with the girl. I was in love
You
with
was
You didn't
smitten.
No, I was in love with her before we even had sex. Nah. That's
Long
why
time
we
crush.
that's
Hold
why
on.
we had
Were you in love with her, or were you in love of the thought of you being able to have sex with her?
Nah.
Because it could have been.
We were friends.
No, but it could have been the
long.
thought of knowing because I bet
Nah,
you
nah,
things have some
Nah,
kind
nah.
of-
Yeah, nah. It wasn't. It
So
wasn't. that
Josh, you said no, you've never done
Bro,
that.
I'm a face guy.
from
So
the
you
jump.
never
Okay, well,
fall
take it up,
for a girl.
I ain't falling for no ugly girl. Sorry, all they're beautiful in all their own way.
Yo, when they hang
But what he's trying to say, ladies, is that he's
Hey, on
not
that
going
apple
to fall
juice.
for a girl that
that's
he's not
outside of his
standards. Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice
Disclaimer.
It
You want them girl
it
come
happens.
first. We are calling
Let's-
ugly. Everybody beautiful in their own way.
They will report the video.
Hey.
We will get
Again.
monetized.
You all are
No.
beautiful in your own way. It's just an avatar. Yeah?
So how? Well, obviously
There's no
that didn't happen, but
there's no definite answer to that. Like, how do you deal with it? I mean, it
Mhm.
depends on who you are, really.
no, because I would say I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
Somebody that I wouldn't look like that's wow. I fell for them, like really like that person. And then, I mean, shit happens.
But that's the thing.
Everybody-
You have to be. Sometimes you need to be careful with that too, because if you're a pretty girl and you happen to fall for a guy that's not on the best looking side, right? That could lead to problems like insecurity on their part,
Yeah.
resentment on their part.
I real ugly. I know I'm ugly. Why
Exactly.
Yeah.
Listen.
Like the
Any
balance
little
is so
person you
off.
talk to, you like him because you don't feel like they're worthy of you.
Yeah. And
Yo.
that's never a healthy, like that's kind of.
That's not a good thing to do. But as a female, that's not a good thing to do. Like, guys out there, let me just say this. If a female is interested in you and you are dawning on, oh, I'm fat, or I don't look like that boy or whatever, you're just killing it for yourself, brother.
Exactly.
Like, pull it together. You're just
But
killing
it's
it
the
for
same.
yourself.
But it's the
chance.
same thing. It's the same thing. Like when the question that you asked last week with women with
the insecurities,
with insecurities. It's the same thing, eh?
You kill it for yourself.
It is. But you would never, well, let me not say never, but you would hardly find a guy speaking on his insecurities like that. Like actually saying
You mean
that,
to the woman?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I feel like we do though.
Maybe not directly.
Maybe
Yeah,
not
but we do.
directly,
Not directly.
where we could understand fully like what you're trying to say, but as a female, if you're comfortable with a guy and you tell him certain stuff or whatever, you will like say, okay, I need this, or my belly needs to go on, them type of stuff. A guy, you go hear him say totally different. Yo, time for me to hit the gym. I need to pull this back together. Where we're gonna say it directly as
indirectly.
But
I need to lose my stomach.
when you hear him saying that, I'm gonna rub the fat for him, the fat stomach for him.
Yeah,
and
like,
say,
no,
I
like-
like that.
Make him feel
No.
comfortable.
I ain't encouraging nobody.
So you like it, really?
No fat,
I like
no
the
fat
belly.
on them. If you don't like it,
Nah.
get it right. Work on that shit.
Yeah, right. Work on yourself.
Because what I notice has happened, right? Women will complain, oh, I'm getting these love handles, right? And then you try to encourage her to eat healthy,
So you
right?
think I'm fat?
So you're wrong.
What Josh said.
How
So you
am
think I'm fat, eh?
But you said it. Oh,
Yeah, you done say it, but you're not supposed to agree.
Let's
Emphasize,
go to
don't
let's go to
expound on it, please.
Nah,
Guys, don't do that. You just
Nah.
because
I'm gonna talk about it.
Yep.
would you?
I'm gonna talk
Honesty.
about it. You know why?
We need honesty in
why?
the relationship.
You know why? For me, I want you to be the best version of yourself. A self that you're absolutely proud of,
Comfortable
happy to see, comfortable with. So if you
And this goes back to having a healthy relationship, you
right?
know?
So if you tell me that this is something about yourself that you don't like and you want to work on, I'm gonna be on your ass about it. Because if I tell you that, I expect
you expect me to do the same. Yeah.
Because we supposed to be helping each other. So why would you be mad at me for trying to encourage you to go to the gym, go running? Why are you eating twice at 12 in the night?
Yeah.
Why eating this or that? But
speaking
about the backlash for it because we shouldn't be calling you fat. You get fat, you get fat.
But speaking about that as well, because there's this one scenario where I had to like literally, I was amazed by this couple because this guy, he's in the gym, ripped. He'll go to that's what he loves to do. That's what he looks good, right? And his girlfriend, she's not ugly, but she's thick. And
I said the same thing for that couple.
And he,
you know the couple?
Yeah.
And he loves her.
No,
like you can tell that he is obsessed. Well, let me not say obsessed, but he loves this girl. But
opposites attract.
No, he does.
Yeah, but she's not comfortable with how she looks.
So
and he don't know that.
Yeah, he loves staying fit. So you working out in the gym, and when you show me, you have an next workout too. Just love being fit.
Wow.
Could be that.
Listen, but he doesn't know that she's not comfortable. That's the next thing.
Yeah, she
But
didn't
you see, the thing
communicate it.
is,
So I'm sure he would
in a
encourage her to work out.
relationship, we've been saying this from the jump.
Mm-hmm.
You see, communication.
Oh,
It's
that is
important.
key.
It's
Yeah.
so underrated,
key.
bro.
Like you need to be able to, no matter how upset one might get, like you need to be able to say, yo, let me go in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know the person we coming at you and telling you that for in a negative way. You know
yeah,
they're
exactly.
telling you that because they want to see.
You think I'm just trying to hurt
do
your
better.
feelings?
Imagine hurting
It's a
somebody's
team.
feelings by telling them they need to be healthy. Wow.
Guys, what does never understand, bro.
Wow.
Bro,
But it's a team.
For your
It's a
own
team.
good.
So,
right?
and I think
I
that
don't know.
people really need to see that in a relationship.
But it's
a
because
team.
because
Like, it's
because
me and
there's so
you.
much emphasis on feeling.
Yeah.
And I always say F how you feel. Sometimes you just have to hear it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a reason behind it. Not everything is meant to hurt you.
Yeah.
And for me
Good
personally,
critique and bad critique, they're all good.
you could
You just
find,
had to
you
take
could
it the
find
right
some
way.
positive in any kind of critique you get.
Mhm.
Even if somebody just being bad mind. Oh, that song like you wanted to sing it. All right, cool.
Mhm.
The next time I sing in that song,
Yeah,
I'll
you
overdo
actually-
it. I'll overdo it.
Go extra hard.
Yeah.
Because yeah, it may not actually be true, but not actually be true, but it may not be 100%, but there might be some truth to it if you actually get besides your feelings. and
Right.
Take it in, keep that thought in your mind and listen to it and see if you don't feel that way. If you don't, then fine, you just brush it off. But at least give it some thought. Don't just brush it aside because you feel, well, this person just being negative. Hey, sometimes you need to work out.
And speaking on that, it goes back to the whole what we started about talking the social media thing. Imagine that on social media, you will think, let's just say every morning you getting up and you're gonna post something that motivates you, and you posting that to help that may help somebody else, motivate themselves, right? And they will have somebody out there be like, what is she?
Yeah.
Every morning she put like,
Yeah.
you are motivational speaker now, like what happens here?
You can't stop negativity.
Yeah.
You can't stop it. And that's just how it is nowadays. Like you can't brush away certain things because people, you do good or bad, they're going to talk.
And sometimes it has absolutely nothing to do with you. Is them
True,
just projecting that, well, how the eye doesn't get up and feel happy like that in the morning. So how you could possibly wake up and feel so happy?
Let me spoil he did.
That ain't fair.
One tea and then in that case misery loves company, because what they go do, they go screenshot it, send it in a group and bad talk.
That's how it goes.
More.
As I was going to say, like for the weight thing, the you're gaining weight, time to go to the gym. Most times when you're having a conversation, let's say you and your girlfriend or wife chilling or they're talking and she's like, babe, I find again some love handles. Or they're talking normal. If I say, babe, let me start to go to the gym or let's change your diet. Or they're not arguing. Or they're not having a quarrel where you say he'll just pelt it out. Go in the gym, you get fat. So why would you take it negative? I don't understand. Why would you take it negative? We having a conversation.
Yeah.
Take it
and why would
we talking right now?
And who wants to be in a relationship where you can be open and honest? Seriously. Me,
exactly.
You have to be comfortable.
I like to be comfortable. If I cannot be myself, I will
then
not
something
be
wrong.
It's not worth it.
It didn't make no sense. None.
But I would guess that people would gradually get to that point, and if you're in a relationship, you should gradually get to that, because from the get-go, both of y'all trying to impress each other, right? Facts. To stay where y'all at. But gradually, that's why relationships start off at friendships, because you would weigh your pros and your cons. I like this person, I don't like this person. Oh, I could deal with that even though he does this or she does this. It's minor. I could deal with certain things they do or whatever. But at the end of the day, you're supposed to get to that point in that relationship where you could come home and just be like belching in front of your wife or breaking a wing and
but
sitting
that normal.
she bathing and
you
you
to the
brushing
point
your
where you
teeth.
can say, you should get to the point where you can say, babe, I'm going out online. I will on you tonight. And she in vex.
And she laughs.
Yeah. Joking.
Be that comfortable.
Facts.
Be that comfortable.
Facts.
It's crazy. It's crazy how a lot of things.
Yeah, brave. You're real freaking brave.
It's crazy how some people relationships are that healthy, and I would call out this couple
shout out time.
Yeah, because they're from the one of the female is from the Caribbean and the guy he's from the States or whatever, but oh my gosh, I can't remember their name now.
I'm sure I know who you're talking about. The Ellises?
They have 3 boys or whatever. You know who I'm talking about?
Isn't
3 boys?
Is Ellises?
It's the Ellises, man.
They have a podcast also.
And the mother is be saying, stop looking at your father.
Yeah.
It's the Ellises.
Is that? Well, yeah. I have to big up that relationship because listen to me. If it's authentic. Yeah.
Yeah,
for real. Huh?
That energy's vibes.
Their relationship is like, is what everybody should want.
I wouldn't say should. I wouldn't say should.
Well, what they present to us.
But that level
the comfort in that relationship is what should
what you should want.
Because the way
even the in-laws, like their parents and thing, everybody just comfy.
Everybody is just comfortable in the whole relationship. The family on a whole is very comfortable. And I love that, they use reality and they bring it to social media as, yo, you should be okay with these stuff, right? Because he would be posting certain stuff like, you just pick up your phone. And that's what I love, that he will pick up your phone and record something that's happening in the moment.
Yeah, like she's sleeping and she taking up 3/4 of the bed and he...
Yeah, exactly.
Cover. Yeah.
It's really authentic. And this is how... we should, well, not we should, but things
just that level.
You should be that comfortable in your relationship when you're going about that.
I agree.
That's how you would actually have a successful marriage or
we can't hear you. Well, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
That's the only way you have a successful marriage or boyfriend and girlfriend situationship.
Boy, here married people has gone. Yeah, married people as young. When he wasn't married, he took we call it a relationship.
Yeah.
When he married, balling boyfriend situation.
Yo, this man could
come out.
This man could rail get on, boy. What?
That's how it be sometimes. She wanted me to ask her next question, but honestly,
wait, you're fine.
There's no such thing as a stupid question.
True.
Brad Dad always say that.
True.
Brad Dad always say there's no.
Okay, so I'll ask it. Basically, what she is asking is, how would you know if a guy is digging you, like really wants to pursue something with you, or it's just in the moment?
He would say it.
There is no way to actually know from the surface. You must have a proper conversation.
That goes against everything that we've been saying.
No. From the surface. Because remember,
from the surface, he would tell you.
No, but guys could be fake, right?
No, he'd play the game.
Playing the game.
Right? But that's not straightforward. If he comes up and tell you, "Hey, I've been looking at you for some time. I like what I see. I'd like to possibly
It is not like that, though.
Well, that's what I said. That only way you could know that is by having a proper conversation.
That's a nice scenario, but the reality is, if a guy is really digging a girl and he really wants to pursue something with her, not everybody has Brad level confidence.
That's true.
So
my bad.
he would approach a situation.
I would definitely do that. That's so I roll.
A lot of guys, myself included, would take the safer route because you don't want to lose the opportunity now.
Friendship.
So you would, but there is no definite answer because people are
everybody's
different. And the situation and relationship that you might have with that person at the moment could be anything. So it's really about understanding the person in question.
But you would know, honestly, though. Honestly, you would know. They would know because
but that's if you know the person. If you
don't know, but if you don't know the person, they would know still because remember, genuine actions do show. Genuine actions do show. Genuine actions do
fake,
show.
Though it is very easy.
But
you're still seen forced. Even faking it will be forced.
Not all the time.
Genuine actions will show. Like
I'm not saying that it won't, but I'm saying
CJ,
it's very easy. It's a very fine line that gets blurred a lot of the time, eh?
But that's true.
Because I could not want something serious with you, but I can do certain things that
make you feel that way.
That would make you feel that way. And it would be a genuine thing. Like, I may not want a relationship with you. I'm gonna buy you roses because I know you like roses. And I'm doing it genuinely, but it does not mean
You know what I feel like though? The genuine guy would not go by the everyday means of showing her that he appreciates her. He would look for ways to
it's everyday thing.
Yeah, that's
in Grenada.
So funny though. That's so
matter.
funny though.
Yo,
almost have my man roses in Grenada.
Yo, the amount of women,
they have many Grenada. I don't even know where a florist office is.
The amount of women I know that have never been given flowers.
Well,
listen to me.
If your boyfriend never buy a rose,
Josh,
tell him we come again.
Josh, don't make the rule for our circle. We might think that this is normal, but it is so uncommon.
That is true.
I've given a girl flowers. She was 2-3 years older than me, and I gave her flowers for Valentine's, thinking it's a regular thing. And she made it was such a big deal for her because she's never been given before, and I'm like,
okay, so that's why I'm saying you would know genuine. You would know genuine from fake because other fellas not accustomed to doing that. You really think some might be able to go
right, but I could do it in a genuine way. That's the point I'm making. Exactly. I could do that genuinely, and still not really
like you would know genuinely. You would.
But everybody wouldn't show their interest using flaws and things, right? Everybody has their different ways to pursue women, and so it won't always be stuff like flaws.
Right. I was just giving
I'm not saying flaws as an example. Yeah. But what I'm saying is like, okay, if a guy not accustomed to dropping a girl to a door and wait until she gets inside before he leaves, how much times do you really feel that he would do it after the first 3 times?
Yep.
Fair enough.
That's a firm point. That's a firm point. Because if a girl is used to a guy dropping her home and he's not going to move until he see you open that front door and get inside, and somebody else comes and by the time you close the door, he's driving off. He's gonna think about that.
That's why I say all of these little things you need to look out for when you're dating or checking a man.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a guy that have them line up in his phone and he know, well, all right, I'll drop it at home 7 o'clock by 7:30.
Pick up that 8 o'clock.
If you're running late, you know you can't wait for you to go out and walk in.
Exactly.
So it's like,
but let me tell you,
science.
I asked females, I didn't know if y'all saw it, but I I posted a question on Instagram a little while back, asking females if they've ever been, two things, if they have ever been asked out on a date. Now, there's a big difference in him saying, you want to go there later, than he saying, babe, get dressed, we're going to go out together, let's have a nice night or whatever. There's a big difference in that. And there's a big difference in you and your friends planning to go out and your girlfriend, tell your girlfriend, well, me and the boys going there, but you can come too. That is not a date. Let's just put that out there.
True.
And secondly, I also asked how many females have received flowers in their lives in Grenada. Number one, this flower stock, very few. Some girls never hold a bouquet in their lives.
Right.
I got a bouquet once in my life. I got a bouquet once in my life here in Grenada.
Yeah.
And this dating, I've never been on a date.
Really?
But you see, the thing is,
that's crazy.
You see, the thing is, it all comes down to culture. In Grenada, we're not accustomed to, okay, get dressed, I'm going to take you out to a restaurant tonight.
Normalize that, please.
That kind of conversations. No, listen, we have fellas who do that.
We get there.
We have fellas who do that. But we're not accustomed to that. We are accustomed to, hey, what are you doing later? Let's go down by La Volée and chill.
And chill,
yeah. That is a date. That is a date in the Caribbean. That is no date in the Caribbean.
You also had to consider, right? Because we're kind of late to a lot of things in Grenada, and I guess the Caribbean to a certain extent. Dating back in our parents' days was called courting.
Courting, yeah.
I come into your house and sit on outside with you and talk. That was equivalent to dating. I'll call you. That was equivalent to dating.
Staying on the phone almost whole night, sleeping on the phone and
there wasn't let me if I taking you out, it will be I'll take you out to lunch. Because Grenada didn't really have no night like we bringing any way I want to bring her, you can't afford anyway. So I feel like it's like a gradual transition. We in a transitional phase where we starting to understand
what is dating.
What dating is and actually like treating somebody you're really interested in outside of the norm. I could buy somebody lunch and like I feel like that's more of a common thing.
A kind gesture.
Than buying flowers now. That's way more common.
That's more normal down here. Yeah, that's
let we
a fact.
Let me go for a drink. That is a normal. That's so common and normal. Like, yeah, we check in. Yeah, we went out the other day.
Yeah, so I take her for a drink. Culture.
So it's a cultural.
It's a cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing.
It's a date. It is a date.
It's a date, but in the Caribbean, we don't call it a date.
Nah, you're gonna like.
That's what.
See, all they want TV dates. All they want to watch them thing on TV.
Females out here want